What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet again another video. Today I have a light novel review. Haven't done one of these in a while. And in today's video I'm going to be giving my very first review of the light novel series The Rising of the Shield Hero by Aneko Yusagi. So without further ado, let's get this started. So first off, let's start off with the plot. What exactly is the story about in The Rising of the Shield Hero? Well, to put it simply, it's basically another one of those series in which our main protagonist gets transported to another world. Wait, hold up. I know what you're thinking. There is so many isekai sort of series out there, in which our main characters are transported to another world. I know. I'm tired of those series too, to be quite honest with you. We've seen so many of them now in anime and even in manga, and we even seen a bunch of them in light novels as of late. But The Rising of the Shield Hero handles the whole sort of transported to another world a little bit differently, but still handles the same sort of cliches that you have seen in those other series. The story starts off with our main male protagonist named Naofumi, who happens to be a college student and also a self-proclaimed otaku. And one day when he goes to the school's library in order to catch up on his studies, he stumbles across this ancient-looking book. He ends up reading through the book, getting a good idea of what the story is about, which is a story about 4 legendary heroes in this fantasy world that go by 1, the hero of the spear, 2, the hero of the bow, 3, the hero of the sword, and of course, the shield hero. Next thing Naofumi knows, after when he is done reading the book, he suddenly falls asleep, and next thing he knows, he is now within the story of that book, transported to another world. However, Naofumi isn't the only one that is transported to another world. There are also 3 other individuals who are transported to the same world he is at, and they find out that they can no longer get back to their world, at least for what we know of so far within this first volume of Rising of the Shield Hero. But basically, these 4 individuals were called upon from the people residing within the story to have their heroes come to this world and save their land. So now Naofumi and the rest of them are now going to be the heroes of the story. He soon discovers that he is one of the 4 heroes equipped with legendary weapons and tasked with saving the world from its prophesied destruction. And as the shield hero, the weakest of the heroes, all is not as it seems, as things do not go particularly well for Naofumi, as within the first few chapters within this book, he ends up getting betrayed, backstabbed, and to the point into which he is penniless. Which right off the bat pretty much tells you that Naofumi within the story does not accept or trust the world as it is, and thinks that pretty much everyone residing within the world is scum. And this is where our story begins with the rising of the shield hero, as now Naofumi must learn to adapt and try his very best in order to survive and become an actual hero that will end up saving the towns and villages and, just kingdoms in general within this world from the prophesied destruction. However, Naofumi, due to the conditions that happen within the first few chapters, he is not really in the same spot as the other heroes are. He is ridiculed by society, he does not gain trust easily, it makes it incredibly hard for him to actually have a party of his own to help him in battles. So we have a character who is brought into this world as a hero who, could actually be very well beneficial to the world. However, his whole world crashes down with him to the point in which he has to start from square one. But honestly, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of like why I like this book, because while the series has the same sort of principles as you would see like in Sword Art Online or other isekai sort of trapped in another world, forms of literature, while we have seen these things before, because honestly, they are very obvious, elements of, trapped in another world, sort of video game playing style fantasy worlds, are obvious. Very, very obvious. But while it holds all of those principles and elements from those other series, at the same time, the characters of Rising of the Shield Hero is actually what make the story interesting. I mean, 1, Naofumi ain't OP. 2, he has to learn about the world. And trust me, there's still a lot for him to learn about this world. 3, the series kind of gets a little dark at some given points, even handling certain topics like slavery and racism. Oh, wait, what the fuck did I just say? I was speaking so fast that just came out so completely wrong, and I know for a fact if I leave this in here right now, you guys are going to be commenting in the comments section, you said it wrong. I meant to say racism. There are species within this story in which, they're not as well as accepted by other humans within that world. I mean, there are just other examples that kind of make this series just stand out that are different compared to other sort of trapped in a world sort of games. While they still hold the same principles and cliches, in a way, the characters are what progress this story, which make it very interesting. And if I can get invested with the characters, I'll be invested within the story, even if the story is something that I already have seen before. And you know what? When it comes to reading, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I'm not really the fastest reader out there. But I read this book within probably like 4 sittings. 4 sittings is like nothing for me, and I already completed the book and I already ordered volume 2 and 3, so that should tell you my enjoyment factor of what I got out of this book. One thing I gotta really talk about when it comes to this book is definitely the art. The art is actually really, really good. You have character designs of Naofumi Iwatani right here. We also have another character design of Raphtalia, which actually happens to be Naofumi's companion, which you will learn about as you progress further along the book. And also, there are other sort of chapters in this book as well. There are actually 2 bonus chapters, which one covers sort of aspects throughout Motoyasu's journey, which is the hero of the spear, and then we also have another bonus chapter which gives off the perspective of Raphtalia, which is Naofumi's companion, and gives a little bit more info regarding what happened to her and her past and how she got to the point in which we first meet her in within the book. Now, going back to the artwork really quick, the artwork is actually really well done. I really like the artwork within Rising of the Shield Hero. It has actually very nice detailed artwork regarding the characters. The character designs themselves look fucking awesome as well. I love the artwork, but the thing in question is that only Aneku's name makes an appearance on, the printed cover of the Rising of the Shield Hero, and Aneko is the writer of the Rising of the Shield Hero, but usually you would receive 2 credits worth within who does the art and then who also does the story within, volumes like this. So it's kind of weird that the illustrator's name isn't particularly on the volume, or I don't even think is even mentioned within the book at all. But in case anybody wants to know who the actual writer is, the writer goes by the name of Ayaku. So yeah, I just wanted to give you credits because I love your artwork. But yeah, I think that about does it for my Volume 1 review of The Rising of the Shield Hero light novel. It's actually a very entertaining book, and it's quite hefty too, as well. At least it feels hefty to a certain degree, because this is actually Spice and Wolf Volume 1 right here, and then you also have The Rising of the Shield Hero. Obviously, you can tell that there are definitely more pages within this book compared to Spice and Wolf. However, Spice and Wolf kind of has a different sort of layout to it. Spice Wolf has about 250 pages, while The Rising of the Shield Hero has about 350 or so, so about 100 more pages, but honestly, like I said, you could probably read this in, 4 sittings like I did, or maybe even quicker, depending on your reading speed. And honestly, it's a really light read, and it really does keep you entertained, because I actually had a really fun time reading this book, and I don't really normally read books as fast as I did with this one, so that's saying something. I really enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys thought about my review, and also just your first impressions of The Rising of the Shield Hero. Have you checked out the first volume, or are you going to check out the anime? There has been an anime announcement, so that's definitely something to look forward to. But yeah, sorry, my voice is cracking up now because I've been talking for so long, so I'm going to jump on out of here. Thank you all for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you think of Rising of the Shield Hero? Does it get better from here on out? Please don't leave any spoilers, because I'm having a really fun time with this series and I don't want to be spoiled. But let me know, just like, what is your favorite volume within the series? I'm very curious to hear your overall thoughts within the series in general, so definitely let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a like. It really helps out the channel. And with that said, everyone, thank you all for watching. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.